Shaun McPherson, David Allen Baker, Devils Never Cry. Beautiful song. Misleading title though. Stab enough holes into a schism, you've got yourself enough tears to make another Styx. Anyway, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Ultra Radio. My name is DJ Diabolika, coming live from the layers, the only place that'll take the grind out of your cyber grind. Now, Ultra Nation, I just checked the terminal just now. Someone care to tell me how it's already our 13th episode? Like, holy crap. Like, I don't know what's crazier, me for making so many of these, or you guys for tuning in every time. Look, honestly, I say that out of love, Ultra Nation. Hey, and I don't use that Ultra part lightly. You earned that part. Okay, Ultra Nation, when I say the number 13, what comes to mind? Bad luck? Well, in this case, you'd be right. Not bad luck for me, though. No, more for you. I'll put it this way. You'd think the taxmen and the bill collectors wouldn't be an issue down here, but if anything, they're worse. So, yeah, gotta put up with those, haven't we? God, you really can't escape it, can you? Like, down here, it's extortion and theft and all that, and then up there, it's, what do they call it? Oh, yeah, offerings and donations, or whatever kind of glitter they want to put on it. Doesn't change the fact that, you know, if you put glitter on a hellhound's turd, it's still a hellhound's turd. Am I right? Anyway, I am contractually obligated to play all of these advertisements that you're about to hear. So, I'm going to use that time to go out and refill on some fluids, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, gotta go. See you soon.
Hey, you. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I can't hear you, but I hope you said good. Anyway, hell, it's really dangerous, isn't it? Like, really, 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 really dangerous. Like, you've got the perpetual heat, you got the spiky rocks, and that's excluding the damn ruffians and hooligans going around like they own the place. What are you gonna do when something happens to you? Well, you just gonna lay down and take it like a little bitch? You just gonna do nothing? You know, turn the other cheek or whatever that f***ing robe-wearing hippie said? I can't remember his name. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, don't do any of those. Call up Jim, Tim and Blim Limited LCC Company. We'll fight for you in the courtroom. We know techniques that no other lawyer knows. Just listen to Blim in action. Cut to audio of... Oh, don't read that part.
Your Honor, in fairness, you just weren't there. Your Honor, my client would like to plead nuh-uh.
That there's a bit of legal jargon. It means that he doesn't plead guilty.
If I may direct the jury's attention to these pictures of the crime scene, what does it make you think? If it makes you think this isn't a crime scene, this is just a bunch of pictures of Mr. Beast photoshopped into torture footage, then you're right.
You see, Blim did this so that the jury would hopefully forget that there was even a court case going on. And if you pay attention to it,
you can hear it's working.
So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Blim, Tim and Jim. Give us a call today on 911 1738, or send us an email over on that blimlovesblink182@hellmail.com. We haven't made a business email yet, but you can still email it if you want. No pressure, the number's there if not. Tim, Blim and Jim Limited Company Incorporated. Fraud's #1 fellas in law. Is that alright? Hey, you! Yeah, you listening. Yeah, the soul that's just sat there listening to these audio waves. Just sat there absorbing all of this information and sound like a twat. God, look. Like it's the only thing you have. God, look. No wonder you're down here. I'm just gonna say it. Heaven doesn't deserve a simple-minded little weed like you. I mean, hell doesn't want you either. But here we bloody are. Look, if there was a place for silly little c***s like you, you could sure as shit bet your bottom dollar that you would be there. Well, Not like you have a bottom dollar in the first place, since you're also broke and skint, a pauper, and also a peasant. I hate you. I'm just gonna come out right now and say it. I genuinely hate you. I have no love or respect for you in any shape or form. I hate everything that you are. In fact, you're batting above your league just purely by existing. You should be thanking the devil for even acknowledging you. I digress. Anyway, we at Persephone Trust are looking for support workers to bring smiles to the lost souls of Tartarus. Be that torturing souls, being tortured, and attending to all the needs of our clients. And I do mean all. Yeah, we're looking at you, Lustlayer. Visit our website on the Hellnet for details.
This Friday, it's the Clash of the Titans. The Helheim Hounds are coming for the Gorball Championship trophy. But are the Jigoku Yokai up to the task of defending it? Or will they let victory slip through their claws? Tune in this Friday to catch the Gorball Championship final and see for yourself. Be there, or don't. Do what you want. We're not your parents. 'Cause they're really awesome at going fast. Personally, I really like them because when I'm driving down the road and looking out of the window, I like to imagine a guy doing parkour next to me, and it makes me think things like, man, I wish I was as cool as Mr. Parkour. But I'll never be as cool as Mr. Parkour, and I've accepted that fact. But do you want to know something? You can be as cool as me. Come on down to Beasel's dealership and get yourself a brand spanking new road wraith made all the way in Yomi. This little shrieker has a 9-liter engine and 666 horsepower. It even comes with leather cup holders. Why are they leather? We don't know, but it's a posh material to have. So come on down to Beasel's right now, this instant. Come on, get down here, come on. We have cookies and orange juice. Or blood, if that's what you want. This season at Infernal, we're dedicating ourselves to setting you and your fellow sinners off to create some unforgettable memories. You could skate across Casitas with one of our staycation packages, or bask yourself in history in the beautiful realm of Hades. Oh, you want more? Well, how about going across to the mystical land of the yokai? Maybe you want an adventure holiday in Helheim. We have it all, baby. Anywhere you want, except salvation. you thought you had a ticket out of here, didn't you? Nah. You're stuck down here with the rest of us. So, you might as well make the most of it. So come on, let our cabin crews on our flight of very safe Boeing airliners fly you off to the distant realms of the unholy afterlife. Infernal, because eternal damnation doesn't have to be boring. This is Ultra Radio. Oh, they're done? We're back. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Alternation. Ah, good. Sorry about that again, Alternation. Contractual obligations and whatnot. Anyway, so those wrapped up just in time, apparently, because just check the clock, and it is time for the news. The P-News. What? Oh, shit, sorry I said that out loud. I was watching a video on my break, and it's kind of sticking with me. God, I love that man. Anyway, back on track. So, where were we? So apparently they weren't kidding when they said that laughter is contagious, because the big man downstairs has issued a layer-wide quarantine in wrath due to the sinners smiling and laughing so hard that that can't be right. Let me check they exploded? Oh my goodness. Anyway, survivors in the red zone of the quarantine have described the situation as jovial and a nice change of pace. So this entire fiasco seemed to have been kicked off when a silly little individual decided to pull a little prank on a poor, unsuspecting soul. Here's a few words from Patient Zero themselves.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I was just on my way down to where the devil lives. It is devilish and ghoulish house, and like, got bored. So I found a bladder from a disemboweled mancubus, blew it up, and I just waited for someone to sit on it. You really have to have been there, man. It was the funniest shit ever, dude. Everyone else really liked it too. I don't know what to tell you, man. You really missed out.
Look, I'm sorry, Ultranation. I had to look him up after hearing his voice. Turns out he worked at a company dedicated to nonsense like this. Smiling Friends, it was called. Wait, Smiling? Why does that sound familiar? Oh my gosh, this is the company that Satan's daughter tried to take over. Well, look who won in the end. So, there's been a pretty huge breakthrough over at Parasol. Yes, you may remember that name. They managed to create synthetic human blood. I'm not joking. The crazy bastards managed to pull it off. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. No, wait, just a bloody minute here, Diabolika. What in the bloody hell would we care about that? And why have you specifically given us an Australian accent? I'll answer both of those questions for you. A, because it's a funny accent. And B, because according to the project lead, Albert Hayden, yep, the very same Hayden that I punched through a wall, according to him, the Clyfoth species of flora has been in the endangered zone ever since the Great Felling back in 2019. You've got the brothers to thank for that. You know, the duo. Silver hair. Very difficult to fight in a pair. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Anyway, Hayden led the project with a goal of reviving the species in mind. Here he is with more details. I may not be the most avid nature enjoyer, but I have been surrounded with Clyfoths all of my life. Most of my pre-hybrid life was spent in the Clyfoth forests down in Violence, and to see them wither away and die ever since the final war, it was simply too painful to bear. I couldn't stand by while a core memory was wilting right before my eyes. That's one of the many reasons why I chose to be the vanguard of Project Sandless. Not just to save some trees, but to give demons longing for salvation a little more hope.
Mr. Hayden, are you sure that's not because you wish to start a Clyfoth farm so you can eat all the fruit and kill Mr. Diabolika?
Where did you hear that? Who told you that? I'll f***ing kill them! Well, that is an interesting development. Hopefully he'll stand a bit more of a chance now. Something for the infernal wildlife hunters out there now. The Natural Committee has declared a culling of street cleaners. Sorry for any street cleaner enjoyers out there, but according to the committee, they've been responsible for almost all of the recent wildfires. They're getting too crazy. I don't know what to tell you. So they've got to be thinned out a little bit. I'm sure you'll understand in time. Now, I hear you all the way over there saying, bloody hell, Diabolika, you little dingus. We've been killing them all the time anyway. What bloody good's a culling notice gonna do? And stop making us Australian, you little ripper. No, I don't think I will, and I know that. The difference is that now you'll be doing it for the sake of the environment, which is a good deed. And who knows where that could lead? Redemption, maybe? Sorry, couldn't keep a straight face. That'll be the day, though, when saying that, stranger things have happened. Remember that Crusader all that time ago? Stupid son of a bitch did a lap of the layers and ended up going into heaven. Who'd have thought that? Who'd have thought that going on the craziest killing spree in existence would get you into heaven? Huh. Maybe we should let V1 cook on this one, Ultranation. Alright, Ultranation, now that the boring stuff is out of the way, am I right? Okay, anyway, I'll cut to the chase. I know what time it is, you know what time it is. It's time for Dear Diabolika. But this time, we've got a bit of a twist. Instead of you asking the questions and me answering them, I'm gonna ask the question, and you're gonna answer. I know, what kind of Freaky Friday nonsense is this? Anyway, so I asked you all a hypothetical. That hypothetical was, you're put in front of 100 prime souls. Not just Minos and Sisyphus, no, there's a whole bunch of them. You thought it was just those two? Oh my goodness, that's just the tip of the iceberg for all of you. You've got prime souls like Mark Antony, ex-lover of Cleopatra, Judas, you got Lilith, the legendary Dark Knight. Oh my god, there's too many of them for me to list off right now. But the gist is, you're in front of all of them, 100 of them to be specific, and you have to fight all of them. But you're not alone. You're not alone. You're able to choose one other person to lend a hand and take them all on with you. My question is this, Ultra Nation. Who are you choosing? Now give me a minute, I'm just going to get to the comment section of that very hypothetical, and oh my god, there is a lot of you in here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for all of this engagement, Ultra Nation. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's kick things off with a answer from Tevs. An earth mover. Those Benjamins could truly blast anything, except my debt to the IRS, that is. That's a very funny thing, isn't it? You'd think in the final war where we can melt through metal that's as thick as a football field and take down demons that are as strong as, well, like maybe 100 Benjamins. The IRS still prevails and endures. Maybe they've got their own little layer of hell. I mean, if anyone deserves their own layer, it's the IRS. Am I right? Anyway, thank you for that answer, Tevs. Anyway, we've got an answer from Greggy I-Man, who says, I'm calling a 100-meter wide and 85.75 meter tall flesh prison. That is a very tall and wide flesh prison. What's the advantage? What's the tactical advantage of that? Maybe we should let him cook. Anyway, thank you for that, Greggy. Now, local 7-Eleven, you. What? Stop. Oh my gosh. Me, a gutter tank, and Diabolika himself versus 100 Prime Souls would be a match of the millennium. Well, oh my goodness, can you imagine how much Greed would charge for them pay-per-view tickets? Oh my fucking god. Now, that is very flattering, local 7-Eleven. Thank you so much for that. Now, what is next? Chris THM, he says, I'm calling Kevin for this one. Kevin? Name doesn't ring a bell. He must be powerful if, you're willing to call him. Well, maybe I should try and find him. Toriel Jackson VA, Gabriel. Grumpy Gabe. Very good choice. Me and him will take him all right. A guy who doesn't like to fight. What do you mean by that, Toriel? Anyway, regardless, thank you very much for the submission there. Tina the Amazing, dear Diabolika. Hi. This may be a bit of a weird answer, but I'd like to fight them alongside a flesh object, like Flesh Prison or Flesh Panopticon. Oh, okay, using your head, I like that. Surely there's a really good one strong enough to contain all of them in a fully formed state. But if I had to choose someone or something more conventional in the combat department, I hear Medusa's a good option. It's what's that all about? Why'd the letters stop? I have a feeling someone made eye contact with the statue snake. Rookie error, Tina. Well, hopefully you get out of that stone prison sometime soon. Now, you know what? I'm with Tina on this one. Look, if it could help the Godslayer, why can't it help any of us? I mean, what? Tartarus is like, what? 2 years away? On a hell plane? I don't know. Sword Machine Tundra, or Tundra, I don't know how I pronounce that. I'm surely getting my partner Agony for this one. They aren't taking me down without taking Agony down. Light work, no reaction. No, I like that. Basic, it's simple, and it's factually correct. You can't take one down, you gotta take them both down. And they're already a little bit of a challenge anyway, so, the odds are pretty even for that one. Random key combiner, Shaggy's my go-to man. Just 1% of his power is enough to turn them into dust. Like, you just gotta give him some Scooby snacks for bravery. Random, don't you think that's a little unfair on the Prime Souls? I mean, I would rather you choose God, if I'm being completely honest, because, what's a dead body gonna do? Am I right? Anyway, thanks for the submission. Average Citrius. Chytrius? I don't know how to say that. God himself. Oh. This is awkward. He could just wipe them from existence, can he? Well, he could if he was, still with us. But, we won't dig up that can of worms now, will we? Alt F4 755 says, I'd call my friend Greg. Is he, friends with Kevin? What is it with people with lame names being, supposedly overpowered? I mean, well, I'm just assuming they're overpowered since they just don't like to explain why they would take them in. But, hey, I know, no, it's fine, Some people like to keep their power levels a secret. Thanks for that submission there, Alt F4 755. Okay, now, Funny Wes says, Funny Wes, friend of the channel. Cosmic Kiryu. Easy. No, Wes is right. No, she's got a point. Tiger Drop does negate any damage. I mean, do I have to say any more? Need I say more? Anyway, thank you for that submission, Wes. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Stick Brightly says, I'm taking them on with my buddy Flesh Penitentiary, who could trap as many Prime Souls as need be within his skin. But surely, Flesh Penitentiaries have a limit, right? I mean, we're talking about 100 Prime Souls, not just Minos and Sisyphus. There's an entire range of, Prime Souls with varying levels of strength. I mean, you have Minos and Sisyphus, who are already very powerful. The legendary Dark Knight, though, he closed the Hell Gates with a sword. He turned on his own men. That's not just physical strength. That requires a lot of mental strength as well. I don't know if your Flesh Penitentiary's gonna cut that, but hey, I don't know. I'd be willing to let them cook. I'd be willing to watch that. It'd be funny. Anyway, thank you for that, Stick. Plague Doctor, who needs a break? God, I feel that. They say Kratos would surely vaporize him. No, you know what? Yeah, no, I was gonna say something along the lines of, oh no, but gods and Prime Souls, they aren't the same. Yeah, no, that's totally right. Gods are a lot stronger. So, yeah, you know what? That's definitely a solo. Anyway, thank you for that, Plague Doc. Pigageddon 263. I don't need a friend. Oh, we got a little bit of a heart knot here. A little bit of a tank. I'm gonna hold you to that, Pigageddon. I hope you know that. Don't come crying to me when you get eviscerated for the umpteenth time. Lunar Bingus says, I'm calling in Matt from Wii Sports. At the little guy with the who's good at swordplay, good at boxing. I am. I'm not busting your balls on that one. That's a good suggestion. Anyway, sorry, alternation. I'm a bit thirsty today. Oh, God. I love Schism Blood. Nothing hits the spot better. Okay. Let's see what the next one is. Froggy Boy 132. Hi. Are you kidding me? I'm running. I'm a teeny tiny escapee from fraud. You know what? At least this person is honest about their cowardice. I could respect that. My best bet is to turn them against each other and scram during the chaos. Oh, I get that, playing the old mental game with them. Hey, this is probably the smartest answer I've been given, for this, so... Anyway, what's the rest say? If I had to take them on, I'm afraid you do. Well, I'd feel a lot better if you were there with me, DJ Diabolika. Aww, isn't that nice? That's the second person who wants me on their team. I'm feeling awfully humbled, Alternation. Thank you so much. P.S. Got a place to stay? Staying on the run from virtues is exhausting work. Don't push your luck, buddy. Anyway, thank you very much. Dead Gaming 624. I'm calling my good friend Jesus F. Christ for this one. We'll beat them by absolving their sins and past regrets, allowing their souls to rest and pass on. Okay, no, I like that answer. But that's granted that Jesus will definitely have their Batman arc. I mean, I could see it. Yeah, forgiveness and absolving, that's the core concept. That's the core premise of his whole cult thing he's got going on up there. But yeah, let's hope it pans out that way. Thank you very much for that, Dead Gaming. Okay, we got one from Matthew, or Matthew W3232. That seems like the most obvious way to pronounce it. V1, obviously. He'd whoop some serious ass, even if we'd ultimately die in the end. A lot of you people have suggested V1, which is, totally valid. The guy could definitely hold himself up in a fight. 100 of them? He's gonna struggle, but it's possible. I'm sure V1 would happily oblige with that as well. I mean, the guy's got a killer f***ing thirst, so, yeah, who knows, maybe it might satiate something for a change. Okay, what else we got? Arctic Salmon Catcher 3814 says, a therapist, so I could come to terms with how screwed I am. Okay, this is probably the realest answer I've been given for this. Yeah, no, you would totally be screwed. But maybe the therapist can dig deep with the Prime Souls. Maybe they, just like Jesus would absolve them, maybe the therapist could heal their mental scars. I would highly doubt that, but, hey, it's a hypothetical. Anything can happen. Okay, Some Potato Man says, probably my boy Popeye. Once he pops his spinach, those Prime Souls are simply done, I'm afraid. You know what? No, that is very true. There's only one thing stronger than a biblically accurate strength. Who could probably, slice the world in two with a fell karate chop. And that is, Rubber Hose cartoon physics and logic. I mean, have you seen that guy build a boat? It's incredible. Anyway, Ultranation, thank you so much for these suggestions. This has been really, really fun. I hope this was fun for you, and let's do this more often, huh? Okay, now that all the talky stuff is out of the way, let's get some tunes go. Hello? This. Sorry, Ultranation, I've just been given a piece of paper. There's more news? Okay. Oh my god. You're kidding. Is this real? Okay, Ultranation and, by extension, life forms. This one's specifically for the life forms here. The gap has been cancelled. Not because of any management decisions or anything like that, no. It just so happens that, as of 3 hours ago, the studio got bombed. It got bombed by the once thought disbanded House of Wolves, who were thought to have been disbanded shortly after the cleansing of Black Garden. That was apparently a complete lie. Sorry, Ultranation, I'm a bit I don't quite know how to process this. They took no prisoners. So Astro is no more. Shit. That's gonna take a while to process that one. I don't really know what to say apart from thoughts and prayers to the people involved and the families of those involved. If the people involved were that's just the nature of living in Twilight Gap, isn't it? I mean, you just never know when your end's gonna. What's that? Is that another one? Already? What do we got? Okay. Well, that's a little bit of good news. So the higher-ups have managed to save Astronomica's personality onto a disk drive, and they are currently finding another exoskeleton for him so he can exist once more, and then he's going to be transferred to ULTRARADIO. How about that? You're going to get two of us on the same station. How incredible is that? That, you know what? No, that's actually quite some good news. I'm very relieved to hear that we'll get to hear Astro again. No, I've missed his voice. But hey, you know what? V will get to meet him as well, so that's always good. Huh, okay. Well, once again, thoughts and prayers to everyone involved and the family and friends of those who have been affected. But also, welcome to ULTRARADIO, Astro. Now, he's not ready yet. They're still trying to find the exoskeleton, but he will be in the next episode. So keep your peepers up for that one. Anyway, let's get some tunes going, shall we? Stay bloodthirsty, gearheads. Diabolika out.